John Schultz. I've had the pleasure of working for the city for the last 28 years. Absolutely incredible experience. I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
I've been with the police department for over 19 years. What I like about Renton, well, I grew up in Renton, but I like the small town feel that Renton still has.
Genuinely caring and the concern that people have in the community and the support that they give for one another.
There's a lot of opportunity to do a variety of assignments within the police department, which gives you different avenues to help the community and tackle crime in different ways.
Some of the most common ones we have year to year would be Coffee with a Cop, our annual shred-a-thon and drug take-back and food donation event. We have our Shop with a Cop during the holiday season. And over the past couple of years, you've probably heard a lot about our Battle with the Badges, where we bring in agencies from around the region, which has grown significantly over the past couple of years. And so we're trying to build up more programs and partnerships. And so great ways to do that are the Family First Center, working with their team to find ways to interact and build relationships between police and youth, police and community in general. We know that there's been an increase in juvenile crime in our region.
The Youth Academy is one thing that we do sponsor and offer. I was a part of that last year. It was a really fun way and very positive way to interact with youth and have like an educational and just really a relationship developing experience.
We try to engage the community as much as we can to really have them influence what policing looks like for them. And from that, we get a lot of support in the actions that we take.
One of our number one calls for service is what we categorize a welfare check. Welfare checks are concerned citizens, family members that see either a subject, they could be struggling with mental health, it could be substance use, whether it's shelter, medical services, drug addiction services. Those are always offered, especially when we're going out and making those proactive efforts.
So the Directed Enforcement Team, DET, is made up of two teams that we're growing and we want to make larger. And so what they're specializing in right now is a balance between working shorter term investigations in the city, specifically around the downtown core, the downtown districts in our city. They also support our Special Enforcement Team, our investigations division, by targeting repeat offenders or suspects that we have probable cause to arrest. Over the past year, we've seen a reduction in calls for service, and we think that's directly related to their extra patrols and extra arrests that they've made in the area.
We have the most robust drone program, not only in the state, but one of the biggest in the country. It's priceless when you think about the ability to save someone's life through this technology.
We don't always want to expect the community to come to the police department. So when we can urge and we can reinforce and we can promote our officers to go out to community events, to go to local businesses, to go talk to somebody in their front yard, that's the whole basis about the cohort training and building relationships.
The prospective officers will talk with some of our officers, but they also talk to outside agency officers and asking, if you weren't working for your organization, where would you want to work? And it's really telling for us that a lot of those officers say the city of Renton because of the culture that we've developed here. And it hasn't been overnight, it's been years in the making. And I truly wish I could take all the credit for it, but I took over a great organization, and it's mine and the rest of the administrator's job to keep us on that same course.